One of my all-time favorite movements comes from my CrossFit days. It's the barbell thrusters. Now you can do these in a couple different ways, but what I'd like to start with is showing you very specifically how to do really good form, because this exercise, while it's really good, if you use bad form, you can get hurt. So I like to start with a full barbell. You can also try with PVC first, just to get the feel of this movement. Go ahead and unwrap the barbell. You want your hands about shoulder width, so directly straight down, and I like to take, and you're gonna do a front rack grip on this. So elbows up high if you can. So abs are turned under, abs are tight, hips are turned under. And as you go through the movement, you're gonna sit back into a nice deep squat. So bring your hips all the way down so they're parallel with your knees, and then you're driving up with the bar. So as you sink back down, you come back to this low squat, and then you're popping all the way up at the top for the thrusters. So it's a flowing movement that really quickly gets your heart rate up, as you can tell. So working your glutes, hamstrings, quads, but also your upper body a lot. And then you can rack it back to shoulder width here. You know what? Let me show you that from the side too. Because really sitting back into the movement is important. So abs are nice and tight, feet are shoulder width, and you're sitting hips back, pushing up as you go. Deep and up. Nice and deep, and all the way up. A lot of people confuse thrusters with push press. When you're doing a push press, instead of taking that deep squat all the way down, you're just doing a small dip. Hips are under again, elbows are lifted, you let your knees bend just a touch, and then you drive up with the bar. So come back down, small drive up. And that's a barbell push press. It's a little different movement, really more upper body focused, because you're driving here. Okay, so if you have been trying dumbbell thrusters, those are a great movement, really incorporate your whole body, get your heart rate up. If you either don't have a barbell, or you would prefer to do this with dumbbells, you can do dumbbell thrusters. They're really gonna hit you in similar ways. What I like about dumbbell thrusters is it's gonna cause more core engagement because you're stabilizing, actually a little more shoulder engagement too, because you're stabilizing, using all those little stabilizing muscles. Because the bar is nice and firm, the dumbbells will go out on you if you're not careful with it. So if you grab dumbbells, so similar movement, this time, and that's the other thing. If you can't do a real good front rack with a barbell, grabbing dumbbells is a great way to do thrusters too. So now you can have your elbows down, hold it more of a kind of a hammer stance. Then you're sitting deep back into the squat and driving upwards. Down and drive up. I'll turn around for that one. Here, sit nice and deep and then drive upwards. Make sure you hold your abs really tight as you push to the top and use your shoulders. Okay, those are dumbbell thrusters.